a lot of stuff has came out about Ian Garry. A lot of stuff. So we're going to talk about the Dillon Danis situation where basically Dillon Danis has released messages from Ian Garry's wife where like she was texting him in like 2018. And we're going to talk about Brendan Allen being on ESPN MMA where he basically says that, in better words, he says, look, you're not Conor McGregor. Stop being like Conor McGregor. There's only one Conor McGregor. And he drops revelations that Ian Garry was slept, not just dropped, he was slept, put to sleep by a guy in their gym. So we don't, there's people throwing out names and stuff. I get that. But regardless, it doesn't matter who it is. Apparently he was slept in that gym. So Ian Garry's going through a situation right now. I mean, a proper, like, the way I see this, right? If Ian Garry gets by this situation totally unscathed and like he gets through this and he like becomes champion and he finds a proper gym and he settles down and like we're totally wrong about this situation and his wife isn't trying to completely manipulate him and control him and do things in the background and destroy his life, then fair play. I wish the guy well. I don't like making videos where I would much rather make a video where I'm talking about Ian Garry's training or how this guy is like phenomenal at this one aspect and he's going to knock his opponent out. And I do believe his fight has been cancelled now for UFC 296. I don't know if he's still going to go to the press conference with Kobe Covington. That alone is a destruction for Ian Garry. Even though Ian, in my opinion, would have ammunition himself. Like if somebody was throwing things at me saying, your wife controls you, you're a bitch, you're this, you're that, you're the other, I would say, well, look, at least they don't run to the police every time somebody beats me up. That's what my reply would be to Kobe Covington. But regardless, Ian Garry is in a sticky situation. So what we're going to do is, right, we're going to speak about which one we'll speak about first? We'll speak about the Brendan Allen situation. So Brendan Allen came on to ESPN MMA, right? And he dropped a load of bombs. He was like, look, to come on and talk about stuff that like Ian's talked about stuff that's happened in the gym. He's targeted people in the gym that are just really nice people. You know, he was slept. Like that to me, what happens in the gym should stay in a gym. But Ian Garry has opened the floodgates now to everybody saying everything about him. It's like Kobe Covington. Stuff started to come out about Kobe Covington in his gym. Any gym that he went to, he would be slating fighters or, on the press conferences. And then the next video would be those fighters releasing information about something happening in that gym. So, and then your guy, Brendan Allen, he said, look, he's going down the Kobe Covington route. He goes, I understand it brings traction to you, but look, man, there's only one Conor McGregor, and you have to be yourself. Right now, I don't think Ian Garry's being himself. I think that Brendan Allen's correct, and I think he needs to really. If you think about Conor McGregor, let's talk about Conor McGregor, right? Or even Kobe Covington. Let's talk about those two guys. So Kobe Covington had to change his personality to get the bums in the seats, but before that, he was actually quite a timid guy, I believe, where he was just all about respect and the fighting abilities, and he wasn't getting anywhere. He was going to get cut by the UFC. So he built up a fighting reputation prior to changing his personality, like the WWE shit. Conor McGregor, it just comes naturally to him. I don't think Ian Garry is this. Ian Garry's actually portraying himself here to be woke. If you look at the Sean Strickland situation, holy sweet shit. Imagine sending Sean Strickland messages to take down videos or posts or whatever because you are offended by that, or your missus is going to take him to court. And then the MMA guru stuff, man, this is cringe shit that we should not be listening to right now. We want to be hearing great one-liners from Ian Garry, comebacks. I do feel that this whole situation is bothering him, and whoever he fights in his next fight, I know that his fight fell through, possibly has the upper hand psychologically. And listen, when it comes to these guys fighting, this is a psychological game. So it doesn't matter about Ian Garry's skill set. He'll go in there knowing that the whole world's watching him after being totally slaughtered online by everybody. So let's get up the tweets now. So Lila Machado Garry, you can see that there, right? That's Dillon Danis tweeted this screenshot. and it's basically her texting Dillon Danis first. So she's initiated the conversation with Dillon Danis on Instagram. Now, was she married to Ian Garry in, when was this here? November 17th, 2018. And then Dillon Danis replies, "Where are you from?" And then she says, "England, but half Brazilian. How are you today?" Very cool, great. Where do you live? Now, I'm assuming that there's more to the messages, right? I'm assuming that there's more to all of this. And uh, I'm assuming that these are messages to Dillon Danis, but it's definitely Layla Machito Garry sending the messages. So I'm assuming these are to Dillon Danis. And man, that is devastating because now Dillon Danis has got involved in this and he will absolutely destroy anybody that's in some sort of weird woke relationship. Look what he done to Logan Paul. Man, that was destruction. I was on X, for that, formerly known as Twitter, and I was looking at that situation going, holy shit, how does Logan Paul bounce back from that? Even after Logan Paul getting the win, he still hasn't bounced back from that, what has been exposed about their relationship. I can only say that because he exposed a lot more about Logan Paul's own sexuality. Um, but where does Ian Garry go from this? Where does he go from this? There's nowhere you can run or nowhere you can hide. And just to regurgitate what I've said in the past, like Ian Garry has said, I will split up with my girlfriend if I turn out like if she turns out to be like a wag or some shit. But she's literally got a book, How to Be a Wag. She says it's satire. Other people say, look, this this woman knows exactly what she's doing. And then a commenter of mine said, look, Ronan, what if the roles were reversed? What if this was an older bloke taking advantage of a younger woman? We would all be outraged. We're all taking the piss out of Ian Garry, calling him a beta male. But is this a situation where he is getting security from an older woman that knows how to run media, that knows how to do all these things, and he just feels like he needs to be there? Maybe he's in love with her, but she's got sort of ulterior motives. I don't know. Maybe she's genuine. I don't know. I don't think she is genuine. I think she's using that guy. Honestly, that's my personal opinion. And the whole Sean Strickland thing. Imagine sending Sean Strickland those messages. Man, you would be absolutely mortified to do that. I'm mortified for Ian Garry at the minute. I hope he gets by this. I hope he gets rid of the girl. I hope he does everything in his power to train and stick a training. I hope he gets a new opponent for the fight. There's a fighter has pulled out. Maybe the fighter pulled out because he just was too cringe to be in the octagon with Ian Garry. But man, if he still goes to that press conference, he's going to be absolutely destroyed 100%. Right, guys, that's the end of the video. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe and hit that notification bell. The only toll you have to pay for this channel is liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. I do not want your money. Just like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. The only toll. I do have a second channel at Serial Killing Minds. Serial Killing Minds, that's the handle. All lowercase. The link for that can be found in the description. And basically, that is co-owned by me and Sean Warner. Me and Sean Warner go live every Thursday at 9 p.m. Sean Warner is a serial killer expert who speaks to serial killers. The biggest serial killer he spoke to was BTK. So if you're into that type of content, subscribe to that. You get involved in the live chat. We go live on this Holden official channel, Serial Killing Minds channel, and Rumble at the same time. But go and subscribe to the Serial Killing Minds channel, because after about 6 months, I'm going to stop all that content on this channel. So make sure you subscribe to the Serial Killing Minds channel. All the links for my social medias can be found in the description. If you want to, you can share, copy link to clipboard, make a little social media post, send to your friend on Facebook or WhatsApp Messenger. Sharing is caring, spreading the word is good. And that's what I have for you today, guys. Absolutely mental stuff from Ian Garry. How does he come back from this? Let me know in the comment section. How does Ian Garry come back from this?